so the first thing we need to do is we need to find the studs. So there is one. And you can see I got this laser level set up, so I know I'm going to be going perfectly parallel, or hopefully I will. I'm going to start with a slightly small drill, and that is just to get my pilot hole. And we got wood. Definitely don't need to check for studs both times, but there can be warping and that kind of thing going on because we're putting in large screws. I just want to be extra sure. Nobody else on the planet is going to do this. This is a definitely me-only thing. So now I'm going to use a 7/32 drill, and I want that to go the length of the screw. And I'm going to use a 1/2-inch nut driver to attach it. If you're hanging a wall mount for a big TV, it's very important to get this as straight as you can because, especially with a long arm, a little bit of a rotation can cause it to slop to the side. There is not a lot of wiggle room here, so I'm just taking whatever I can get. Okay. So that is on there. We are off by 0.05 degrees, which is basically nothing. Now, there is a little bit of play in here as well, so we want to make sure that we account for that. Okay, so I got this adapter. This is a Vivo adapter, so I can attach this to that plate, and then as you can see, I can kind of move that up and down to get the height that I want. No. These screw holes are 100 millimeters, so that is approximately 4 inches, but this plate is 75 millimeters, so that's approximately 3 inches. So I got this adapter plate. This is by RiteAV. So with this, we can turn that 75 millimeter into a 100 millimeter. It is worth noting that these holes in the center are tapped, so they do have threads, so you are going to have to work around that. And it also comes with 4 screws for that threading. The reason that's going to be difficult is because this plate is also threaded. So the reason that this is threaded is because this is supposed to be what's attached to the actual VESA mount, the wall mount. Then we would attach that big plate onto the monitor. So I kind of did it backwards, but I wanted to have a little bit more clearance on the bottom, and I think this should work. The only weird part is going to be these threads, trying to match those up with those threads. So I think the right way to do this would actually be to drill these holes out, but I'm going to see if I can get this to mesh. The threads on this do go just under that plate, so I don't have to worry about those threads scratching up the monitor, so that's good. This is a problem I'm having, it's just not lining up perfectly. In order for this to work, this has to be dead center perfect, and unfortunately it's just not. So I'm going to do the correct way, and I'm just going to drill out the hole on this top plate. So I'm going to go with a 5/32 drill, which should give me just enough clearance for those threads to pass. Okay, so now we have our adapted plate. So normally this mounting tab would go on the top, but because I'm mounting this all upside down, it is going to go on the bottom. Just like that. So with the tab being on top, as it normally is, it is going to make it a little bit more secure, and plus we don't have to worry about this bolt falling out. But like I said, I think that will work. Cool. So yeah, it just kind of goes all the way up and then all the way down. If you ever want to reset it, you just have to send it the entire way. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So that is pretty awesome.